Hey everybody, Cephalon here, bringing you some Madden 16 Ultimate Team content. Today is our Wildcard game, and we are bringing you the 93 overall Team of the Week, Mathew Stafford. This is kind of a review, but not really, because I'm not going to be doing what people are expecting, which is just chucking the ball up deep, is what people want to see. They want to see you, just throw the ball down the field and see what happens there. That's not my game, but, I will take some shots when I need to. Like right about now, I'm going to be throwing up to Amari Cooper, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I know I got one-on-one coverage, and that was just pretty easy to see how the defense was played out. So, but look at the ball, perfectly placed. For some reason I didn't get that rack catch. I kind of wanted to score off that one, but it was still a good ball. It just looked like the defender closed a little bit, so I had to aggressive catch that, which it is what it is. But I did have a really good step on it. But yeah, so as we get into the goal line here, I try to make a good drag pass. That's usually how I like to do. I like to do the drags or underneath routes, but for some reason that didn't work out with Brandon Marshall. He ran into his own lineman. So now we're going to try some little pitch out here, but it looks like the guy I'm playing had a pretty good way to stop that, and had about 3 guys taking him down. But as you see here, I got Irvin open in the end zone, and it was a perfectly thrown ball, but yet Irvin could not hold on to it. So I had to take my 3. Which it's disappointing. I wanted the touchdown after having that big game, but what can you do? So we just got to kind of play tight defense right here. And as I say that, we let up a first down, but it's a good play. I think it's the wide receiver outs that guy was using. It's one of those ones that kind of beat man coverage and zone coverage, whatever. It's a weird, like, kind of mid pass that everyone seems to be using. It's kind of glitchy. You even try to bring your guy out there, I'll shade outside, and they still get the first downs on that. So he's going to be trying to put together a good drive here. Obviously, he's going to want to score on me. He got the first down right now, so I'm just going to be trying to try different things and see if I can kind of get him into some bad situations, as we did right there with Lawrence Taylor, newly acquired card. Obviously, just came out not too long ago, and got a huge sack right there. So. That was nice. So I'm trying to shake things up, and now he's second and 16. I'm hoping that maybe he starts throwing the ball a little deeper. So I go back into my quarters coverage, and there we go. We go ahead and bait him a little bit, even though I didn't get the user. It was basically exactly what we wanted right there, and we got that pick. So now we're back on offense here, and we're going to start pounding the rock a little bit more, and it's kind of how I want to basically cut down the clock. It's second quarter. I got 3.5 to go, and we don't want him to get the ball back, so we're going to try to control the clock here as we get a really nice run up the middle with David Johnson, so leaving us with a 3rd and short situation. So right here where we could have normally just ran up the middle with David Johnson, but we got to throw in that fullback. I got that Koya for a reason. He can't block for shit, but he'll get that 1 or 2 yards for you. So our user, or not our user, I should say, the guy we're playing had a good play right there. Got a good sack on Stafford. It's nice to see that he doesn't fumble when he gets crushed. So this guy started bringing the heat, so I knew I had to get rid of it quick, and we had a nice pass over there to Ward. Ward is I put him at that tight end spot, and he's real shifty. As you see, he made some really good moves after he caught that ball and got us a touchdown. So now that we're up 10-0 in the second quarter, we're basically, we're just going to go back into our coverage because we know he's going to try to, push the ball, and hopefully we can hold him here to a field goal. We definitely don't want him to score. So he, right there, you can tell open quarters, and so he gets a really big gain right there. And it's just kind of it's what you're going to have to deal with when you're going to coverage types of plays. Especially with the quarters, there's a lot of room, and you can see he's going to do it again. So, hopefully he doesn't get too cocky here, because I will light him up, man. I got some really good power hitters down there, so you can't keep running like that, thinking that it's open. Sooner or later there's going to be somebody there to get you. So he makes a really good read right there. Again, I believe he did that wide receiver outs again, and caught that ball, even though I had him in really good man coverage on that play. So right there, I was really close, because I really thought that I had the pick. Looked like that Peterson was going for the animation, but for some reason he didn't get it. But we still stopped him for good. So 2nd and 14, the guy makes a really good pass over the middle. Again, that's going to happen. So we're down 37 seconds left. 3rd and 4. We're definitely want to try to stop him here. Do the best that we can. He's been taking a lot of clock off as well, so he doesn't want me to get the ball back. And as we stop him a little bit short right there, it looks like about 4th and 1. He ran into his line. If he could have probably popped that out a little bit more, he could have had it. This is getting a little. This is where it gets a little weird right here for me. Is he's trying to make us jump off sides for some reason. Takes it all the way down. I don't know what his strategy was right there. I didn't really show on the video, but even after, he calls a timeout here coming up, obviously, and then I believe he was going to go for a field goal, and then I called a timeout, which I didn't cut, and then he decided to go for it. But as you'll see, I let it play out to kind of see what was going on, because I was kind of confused with what was going on. I didn't know why he was trying to draw me off sides. Maybe he just thought I was gonna stop him on 4th and 1. It's very possible. That does happen every now and then. I do stop some people. I mean, I'm not the best at this game, but I'm not bad either. But he's gonna definitely go for it. And these are the times I don't really like him. He's actually passing, which is crazy, but he does get that first down here. So we pretty much know what's gonna happen at this point. He's got 16 seconds. He's going to do a hurry up. I probably should have called a timeout here and gotten myself into a better defense, but I did pinch the line, and I just didn't get, for some reason, I just didn't get the block shedding or the players to get into those gaps to take down the running back. But 10-7 here, and we know we're not going to score. I think we're just trying to throw a couple more passes here. And then that was a really good ball by Stafford as well, down to Urban. And here, this is definitely kind of weird, because I try to take a shot play. Sometimes I can get open, even when they're calling some really good defenses. But if you see right there, that was like the first pass that I was like, what the hell? Who is he throwing to? It just went right to the ground. It didn't even. I tried to throw it up, but it didn't really work out for us right there. So he gets a really good run after that. Getting the ball back on the 3rd, so leaving them with some short situations, second and 2, and we're gonna have to try to buckle down here. I don't like these types of games where it gets really close. It kind of I tend to mess up like toward the end. When it's that close, and it's hard to come back for that once you make a couple mistakes and then they get the ball. So if he scores here, then I'm down. I gotta kind of, hope to score, and then I start calling different types of plays. I panic a lot, and he gets a really good run right there. It's at least a 20-yarder right there. It's kind of, I wasn't really expecting that one, because I've pretty much been shutting him down for the most part right up the middle. So luckily he ran into his guy right there, because it looked like he probably could have took that for a while. So now, as you can see how it's going, he's already moved the ball, to other side of the 40-yard line. Again, wide receiver outs. He just kept doing that same type of play. Just basically, it's a very hard one to cover. And he's, I haven't mentioned before, he's using that Falk running back, and he's not really that fast, but he's definitely shifty, and he's definitely really good catching the ball as well. So, but we did stick him right there. That was a very good play for no gain. So now I'm spreading my team a little bit here. I got back into quarters here. I'm trying to get him covering right there, and I thought that he was going to run, and I thought I had him, and he made a good pass right before he crossed that line. So, you can't win them all, but that was a very good stop by us right there on that pitch out. So leaving us here now, we're about 2nd and goal. Again, my line's pinched, and he's just going to pop it back out, and I make a stupid dive right there. I don't think I would have caught him anyway, but, it is what it is. So now we're into the situation. We got two and a half minutes. It's 14-10, and Stafford, we're going to see what he can do. So we're throwing it out. We're going to do some meshing right now. We're just going to do some hurry up. Not really hurry up, but we'll still pick our pace. But we're going to keep the pace going. And I love these little meshes here, because you get open a lot. And every once in a while in those same plays, you have two routes, one that goes out and then one that goes kind of like an S streak. So when they start coming in more, you can see where you can light them up and take a shot downfield. So we're not really worried as we started moving the ball. So I kind of I had a feeling I was going to score. So I just kind of kept going with what I was doing. He wasn't blitzing. He wasn't really coming at me. So I started to just take it easy. He wasn't calling any timeouts. He still has like 3 timeouts. So, you know, I'm just going to start calling, you know, a little bit of the same types of plays, you know, some little small passes here, and I'll just get, you know, easily get my way down and try not to give him any kind of time. So right there, when I made that play, I knew I was going to have Ward open just by kind of baiting the same type of plays, and he made a really good catch right there. He got a really good first down. So we're going to try to pound the rock here with David Johnson, and we did get stopped. We did get stopped there by 2nd and 10. You know, but we're going right back to our mesh, and there you go. We got Ward again right on the inside. He's pretty much my #1 receiver in these types of situations. So we're gonna run the rock with our 5-6 trap. We get around the corner here. Dave Johnson make a really good move, and boom, we got the touchdown. So now we know we're up here. He's got very little time, 17-14. So we just need to come up with a clutch play to kind of stop him. And he's going to those little screens again. We hold him up for a stop right there. So that's pretty good for us. He still has good timeouts. So he's going into his hurry up. And we got about 55 seconds. So these are the situations when people go into hurry up. This is when I know that I'm gonna either get a pick or cause a fumble, because I think that hurry up is just retarded. You know, so he throws it into triple coverage. We do break that one up. So again, I'm not worried about it. He's going back into, like, you know, 5 wide pretty much. You know, I know he's not going to make any good plays on these ones, because he could have went to those wide receiver outs, and there he goes, throws it right over the middle, right to us, and we get the pick. So we're pretty much solid right now, but he has 2 timeouts left, and he goes into the cheesy ass fucking field goal, you know, kick or whatever, or punt block, and he just gets lit up. You know, David Johnson takes that shit to the house. That's another one of those cheesy things. Every once in a while, that play, the punt block, it kind of just crushes you. But he shouldn't have done it, you know, because David Johnson's got that speed to hit the outside. So now we're up 24-14. The game's pretty much over. You saw a decent amount of what Stafford can do on those short passes. He gets the ball there really quick. And, you know, his deep ball is pretty much on. So I'll be playing a little bit more with him, and you know, try to get maybe a little bit better of a review out. This one's kind of a little quick. I just kind of wanted to get this wild card game out and get this footage out. I do have a David Johnson review coming out. So thank you guys for watching. Nice little finish. Obviously, he got a lot of those points toward the end, and he definitely took a lot of clock out. But it was a good game by my opponent. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.